Well, hey everybody, good morning to you. Okay, so we live in Southtown, and what's on my grass today is not exactly snow. Things didn't work out quite like we had anticipated, but I know that there's a little bit of my eaves. You can see that in the valleys there, so we're grateful for that. I hope everybody's safe and doing well at your place. Today on the Daily Download, we're going to talk a little bit about rest, and that seems appropriate. Well, the last couple of days have been a nice time of rest for a lot of us. Some of us working from home and some of us getting some days off that we didn't really expect to have. And I hope that you've made the most of those. Our passage today out of the 12th chapter of book of Matthew talks about the Sabbath. And Jesus gets himself into a bit of trouble with the Pharisees and the leaders of the land who were upset about the fact that he was healing people on the Sabbath day. Sabbath, of course, the day been set aside for the purposes of God. Jewish people were very serious about it. They set all kinds of rules and laws up to try to keep themselves from breaking the Sabbath. And they went to great lengths to make sure that they didn't do anything that could be considered work. They could only take so many steps. They couldn't cook on the Sabbath, and et cetera, et cetera. If you go to Jerusalem still today, on the Sabbath, all of the elevators stop on every floor, so nobody has to do the work of pushing a button on the Sabbath day. All this stuff seems sort of crazy, and it precluded people from even helping their neighbor or people who were in distress on the Sabbath. In Jesus' case, he healed a man who was in a bad spot, and then the Pharisees are upset about the fact that he has done such a thing. Now, I think Sabbath and rest is really important, and it's important that you and I make time to rest. But, part of our rest should also be getting ourselves in tune with what God is doing in the world. And if God decides to do something on a Sunday, if God is at work on a Sunday, besides taking a nap and watching the Cowboys, and maybe there's value in us getting up and joining God in whatever it is that he is doing. We talk often in 101 about the fact that the purpose of the Sabbath is to give us an opportunity to rejuvenate, to reconnect with God, and even to recreate, to be recreated in preparation for the week that is ahead. I hope those are all a part of what you do on the Sabbath, and that you be reminded that the Sabbath isn't just a law that we keep, it's a part of our relationship with God. This Sunday's coming, and I hope that you'll be a part of worship. I hope it'll really be a day of preparation for what God wants to do in your life in the week that is before you. I hope it'll also be a time of renewal for you. And I hope you'll keep it all in focus. It isn't just about law following, it's about following after Jesus. I love you guys. Have a great day today. We'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday.